Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel if you're new, or welcome back to my YouTube channel if you're not new. Today we're going to be talking all things tatas, okay? Now, if you look back on my last two videos, you will see that I just recently had a boob job, and honestly it feels kind of funny to talk about it, but also I don't know, it's it's to me not really a secret. I work in the fitness industry. I spend 90% of my time in basically a sports bra. I don't really want to keep it a secret. When I was deciding if I was gonna get a boob job, when I was learning about it, I sought out a ton of YouTube videos to just listen to people's experience about it and find out more. So that's exactly what I'm gonna try to do here in this video. Number one, I am about 3.5 weeks post-op. So you cannot work out until 6 weeks post-op. So I still have about 2.5 weeks to go there. I am in the Minneapolis area. So I went to Minneapolis plastic surgery. I have a friend who's a nurse there and also had heard. Now that I've gotten my dog situated, I have a friend who's a nurse there, and I also just read a lot of people had amazing experiences. So my doctor was Dr. Tholen, and he's incredible. He's also really involved in your post-op and cares about your post-op, which I think is great. You just invested a ton of money into your procedure. So I got the silicone gummy bear implants, and I went with 445 cc's. Obviously everyone's end goal is different, as well as the natural breast tissue that you have. Part of the reason, one of the big reasons why I got boobs is because this upcoming season is going to be my first I would say really competitive bodybuilding season, and you'll notice that a large majority of women bodybuilders have boobs, fake boobs, because when you're on prep and you are losing fat rapidly, your boobs, they peace out, okay? So I'm super excited to have my first prep with my girls. I every single day love them more and more. Now, something that isn't super talked about, but your surgeon will tell you about it, is that you're gonna look at your boobs right away, immediately after your surgery, and you're gonna be what the hell, okay? Because the implant and your natural breast tissue it takes a lot of time for them to actually settle in. It can actually take months. They call it the drop and fluff, and it can take months for them to really drop and look like real boobs. At first they're extremely high up. Literally I had swelling. My pecs were swollen up to here. And this is actually the first time that I've worn a bra. This is literally a cotton training bra that's not tight at all. But yeah, I have been in my recovery kind of paranoid about anything happening to my boobs. So I feel half the day I spend time okay, they're still there, they feel good. But yeah, every single day, especially now, I am my results are getting better. I'm so happy with them. I forgot to mention that I went under the muscle for my boob job, and my scar is right under my boob. So actually, if they go under the muscle, it's not all the way under your pec muscle. It's in between your pec major and your pec minor. So when your boobs are healing, if you are really fit, you work out a lot, it actually takes longer for your boobs to drop because the muscle is a bit tighter, and initially your boobs look a little bit funny and cone shaped because your muscle is trying to push the implant down. So that's why they call it a drop and fluff, because it fluffs up and you really get the full volume of your implant. I have literally been not wearing a bra. I've been wearing basically sweatshirt / loose fitting clothes for the last 3 weeks, and I still sleep sitting up. So I'm gonna ask my doctor. I have an appointment on Friday. Today's Wednesday. I'm basically doing my 4-week post-op just a couple days early. I'm gonna ask him if I still need to sleep sitting up, because I would like to lay down all the way, but like yesterday I was getting my lashes done and I laid down all the way, and it almost honestly like feels weird, because again, you do have literally an extra weight on your chest that initially your body's not used to, which definitely takes some adjusting to get used to. That is one thing, and it's gotten a lot better, but for a while, like if I was standing up or like sitting up or honestly really doing like anything aside from like laying, my back would start to hurt, and it has gotten a lot better. One of my friends who also has a boob job told me that she struggled with that, but then it got a lot better. That's that about all of those things. I also sleep with, I put a strap and it literally goes like right under my armpits, and I wear a strap over like over my pecs. And I think that just helps with like the dropping process. Something interesting that I wasn't expecting to be so severe right after surgery was the bloating. Like literally, if your waist goes like this, my waist was straight down. My stomach was rock hard. I still feel like after I eat meals and stuff like that, my bloating right now is a little bit more severe still, but again, I'm only 3 weeks post-op. And also I was wondering if I would have an appetite like the day of my surgery. Essentially, once I was done with the surgery, you are in and out so quickly. I got there at 7 a.m. I was out by like 10:30 a.m. But I did have an appetite, which is good. Obviously, like anesthesia and surgery really affects your body. I feel like especially if you're more healthy, anything that like disrupts your norm is like way more severe on your body. So I was like so bloated all the time for at least the first 2 weeks. And like I said, I feel like I'm still losing some of that bloating, and it was a little bit like stressful, honestly, because you already feel kind of icky. You can't work out, obviously. And so when I was bloated, I was like, oh my God, is this gonna go away? You know, what's going on? But it's normal, so don't be freaked out if that happens to you. And also give yourself plenty of time, like for your body to like fully heal, for you to like, I don't want to say lose weight, but you know, work off the bloating and get back to like feeling good in your body before you need to like have your boobs out, basically. And that's also another recommendation that I have for you is if you live somewhere cold like I do, I live in Minnesota, do it in the winter, because then you're bundled up, you're covered, and like I think that the like healing process, if you had to do that in the summer, would just not be fun, because obviously you're wearing like tank tops and swimsuits, and you can't go in the water and you can't go swimming for a while after your boob job because of your incision. So really plan the time to get the surgery done when you really have time to recover, which is why I got mine when I did, because the week between Christmas and New Year's for us in my job is usually a little bit funky, a little bit slow. So I knew that I would have a little bit of extra recovery time. So that's exactly why I put it where I did. And again, winter, sweatshirts, bundled up, you can't tell. Something weird that I immediately texted my friend who has had her surgery almost exactly a year ago. You know the sound your belly makes when you're like digesting food? Okay, your boobs will literally make like a gurgling noise, and it's crazy. Like it's almost like, what the hell was that? But it's normal because air gets in the like implant pockets during surgery, so it's normal for them to like make a like sloshy, like gurgly noise. They don't do that anymore, but now something that does happen is because the nerves are like reawakening essentially after surgery. You get kind of like a Charlie horse, but like imagine it in your boob. And that's also normal. Literally everything that happened to me in my recovery, like I was like, oh my God, Googling, is this normal? Is this normal? The reality is that you had surgery. Surgery is invasive on your body. Your body's gonna do things that you're not used to, obviously, as you're recovering. But the good thing about muscles is that they are pretty good at repairing themselves. And so 2 weeks before my surgery, I had to stop all supplementation that I was doing just because some supplements can act as a blood thinner. And obviously you don't want that when you're going to be going into surgery, but I've since resumed my supplementation routine. I've been trying to have extra protein, extra collagen, because those are all things that really help your muscles repair. But truly, I do feel like my boobs look better and better every single day. It's kind of annoying because after you get surgery, if people know that you're getting surgery, people are like, I want to see. And the last thing I wanted to do was show people immediately what my boobs looked like, because you had surgery, you're bloated, you don't feel great. And I'm just like, I'm not showing you. Like, I showed my best friends and obviously my boyfriend, and one of my best friends has her boobs done too. So she's like, yep, super normal. That's what mine looked like initially. So don't be freaked out. I feel like some videos I've seen of people, they're like, I'm 1 day post-op, my boobs are looking amazing. And it's just like, that's not the reality. And also, if you go over the muscle, your recovery is a lot quicker, like a ton quicker. I was watching a video about it, but a lot of doctors won't go over the muscle anymore. And that's something specific too, is that every doctor has their certain way of like doing the procedure. So like, my friend got hers through the nipple or through the armpit. I don't know if they really do through the armpit anymore. They really don't do saline implants anymore. It's mostly silicone, just because quite literally the saline ones like can pop and your boob would literally just deflate, which would be awful. Every doctor has like their specific method of putting in the implants, and so it's not really like getting a haircut where you can be like, oh, actually I want to go through the nipple. Like, everyone has their own specialty. And truly, I got this Skin Medica scar gel that my surgeon gave me after like 2 weeks, and I've been using that on my incisions, and they're already looking really good. And literally they're like under my boob, and now I actually have some under boob to work with, so you can't really notice. Definitely, like, as I kind of like regain and like am more mobile, it's going to feel weird whenever I like stretch my arms over my head for the first time. Lifting is gonna be weird. Obviously, I can't return going from 0 to 100. Like, I need to take everything very lightly. The good news for me is that my upper body tones like this, so I shouldn't have a big problem. I actually like feel like when I move or do things with my arms, I do have like good mind to muscle connection. And I've been like really trying to isolate and like solely use my like bicep muscles when I like am moving anything or picking anything up or whatever, so that I don't engage my pecs, because they're healing, they're recovering, they need their time. The last thing I wanted to touch on is your like medication post-surgery. Obviously every doctor's different, and you know, they have different prescriptions and whatever. I think I got a muscle relaxer and I got a painkiller. Honestly, addiction runs in my family, and I was not afraid of getting addicted to the medication because I knew like I wouldn't, but I did proceed with caution. So as soon as I could, and also my surgeon injected like this Novocaine type thing into my boobs that lasts for 4 days. So it's like a extended release Novocaine, essentially. It's like an extended release, like numbing thing. So I really didn't have a crazy amount of pain. It's like tender and like a little sore, but really it's not like pain. I also have a pretty high pain tolerance. As soon as I could, I really just stopped taking the pain medication and started just taking Tylenol and CBD, and I had no problem. I was never like, I'm in more pain than I expected to be, so that wasn't really an issue to me. Getting used to sleeping sitting up though, that was the hard part. But other than that, honestly, my recovery is going smoothly. Of course, I will update you guys throughout the process. I'm basically halfway through, just hitting that 3-week point. I got 3 more weeks to go, and I cannot wait to work out again. I'm excited to like have my girls when I'm on prep this year. So all the exciting things. But I hope that this was somewhat informational to you, especially if you are thinking about getting a boob job or you just got one, because I know that I had a ton of questions that I just felt like I couldn't really find on the internet. So this is just like this is what I've experienced. But anyways, I hope that you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I am sorry I didn't post a video last week, but I was so freaking busy. Anywho, you're the best. Talk to you later. Have a great day. Happy 2024 also. Okay, bye.